And good evening and welcome in here to West Prairie High School as we play the 7-2A regional at West Prairie. It'll be the LaHarpe-Dallas City Eagles taking on the homestanding West Prairie Cyclones here tonight. Let's give you a little update on the scores and how each team arrived at this point. West Prairie was the number one seed, and it was LaHarpe knocking off Lewiston 24-20 back on Saturday. Stronghurst West Central had the other bye in the first round, as Bushnell unfortunately had to pull out of the regional, and it was North Fulton defeating VIT or South Fulton 36-13. That game will be next at about 6:30. So we have LaHarpe-Dallas City and West Prairie matching up here. Did want to mention other regionals going on around the area. Tonight will be the championship down at Unity Middle School, and the winner of this region will play the winner of that regional, and it is Liberty versus Brown County tonight. Liberty defeated Hamilton 33-20, and Brown County defeated Payson 32-20. You are again watching TSSR Game Time Live. Glad to have you alongside here. This is I want to thank our pregame sponsor. That would be JoJo's Gaming Parlor. JoJo's Gaming Parlor offers the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Check out the TSSR Game Time Live screens presented by MDH Events live on the big screens. Come join your friends at JoJo's located at 776 North Cole Street, Bushnell, and cheer our area teams on to victory. So thank you very much for joining us in here tonight. LaHarpe in the road purples with yellow numerals trimmed in white. It is the LaHarpe-Dallas City Eagles. I'll probably shorten it to just Eagles for ease of me not tripping over that. It'll be the Cyclones in the home whites, black numerals trimmed in silver here this evening. Sam DeCounter, the head coach, along with Jeff Copeland for the West Prairie Cyclones, Chrissy Alt-Gilbers, and Carl Schaefer, the head coach of the LaHarpe-Dallas City Eagles. I will warn you, for folks that don't normally tune into our broadcast, I'm also the PA guy too, so I will step aside. And you'll kind of hear me doing the intros here tonight as we get this regional play underway here. This is the IESA 7-2A state series. There are 4 classes in the state system, and the 7th grade and the 8th grade start about a week apart. The 8th grade will start this coming Saturday, and we're just going to go look ahead. The sectional game, and there is just one sectional game, that'll be at Unity Middle School. That will be February 2nd, which would be on a Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. down at Unity Middle School. So just so give a little heads up on that as we play here in the 7-2A series here. As we get ready to go along the series here, and I know, folks, you heard me stop for a second. Again, I'm the PA guy, so I also stop and do some other things. We're a little more relaxed during our broadcasts here. As I generally say, we're like watching Monday Night Football with the Mannings, but with less Mannings. Try to make it a little fun on broadcasting junior high sports. I've done it many years ago. It is a lot of fun, a lot of joy. The kids have put a lot of joy into it. I will warn you, we will have more turnovers than most bakeries because it will be back and forth. West Prairie 15-1 on the season. Very quick, very good guard-heavy group, and they can really get it up and down and also pressure here. Hey, while you're at it, we do want those of you tuning in. You can also, as I see we have somebody in the chat already, hey, let us know where you're listening to us from on the chat. Glad to have you in and active here in the chat. And we did get the scoreboard fixed. Thanks to Mr. Dwayne Hewlett, the boss, for coming up here and doing a little bit of a fixing job for me on the laptop. So we're all good to go on the controls that way. And he came up here and did all the required updates, so we got everything going. And they're just about ready to make things official. I'm going to remove my headset, so pardon me while we have a little silence. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Class 7-2A Regional at West Prairie, featuring the West Prairie Cyclones and the LaHarpe-Dallas City Eagles. Just a reminder, at all IESA State Series event, mask wearing is required. Thank you for your compliance with this statute. And now, ladies and gentlemen, if you would all stand, gentlemen and ladies, please remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. And now let's meet the starting lineups for the two teams here this evening. First up, the visitors on the scoreboard this evening, wearing the purple uniforms, gold numerals trimmed in white, the LaHarpe-Dallas City Eagles. Starters tonight, number 4, Tanner Stonger. Number 1, Keegan Walker. Number 45, Connor Finch. Number 2, Briar Rotifer. And also tonight, number 21, Colton Schaefer. The LaHarpe-Dallas City 34. And he's not on the program. Sorry about that, folks. He's not. Sorry. Coaches for the LaHarpe-Dallas City Eagles, Chrissy Gilbers and Carl Schaefer here this evening. And now for the home team on the scoreboard, the West Prairie Cyclones. Starting number 1, Eden Percy. Number 2, Rayden Copeland. Number 10, Matt Whitman. Number 23, Caden Russell. And number 25, Eli DeCounter. The Cyclones are coached by Sam DeCounter and assisted by Jeff Copeland. Good luck to both teams tonight. And ready to get this one underway here tonight. And it's going to be quickly to Matt Whitman. Shot on the way, no good. And the rebound bounced around a little bit there. Out to Russell. Russell will work it over, threw it over the head of Whitman. That one will go out of bounds, and it will be LaHarpe basketball. Bringing in bounds will be Tanner Stonger. Stonger looking in the backcourt. That one nearly stolen by Percy. Gathered in by Walker and dribbled out the other way. Dribbles it back out there, and that one's stolen away by Copeland. Copeland in the lane. Layup is good. The Cyclones on the scoreboard first. With a 2-0 lead here, 5.5-minute mark here. And remember, that one turned over. Shot no good. Copeland in again and gets it. So the Cyclones lead it now 4-0. 5:20 mark here, trying to get it in against the pressure. Copeland nearly got it. Trapped, stolen again. It is Copeland off the glass, no good. Rebound tipped around. Out to Russell, he'll kick it to Whitman. Whitman, 15-footer, Makes it 6-0 West Prairie. Inbounds kicked over to Rotifer. He'll dribble up the court. Slowed. Whitman able to tie it up, and possessioner will send it over to LaHarpe-Dallas City. Inbounds. Stonger trying to bring it in. That one is punted out of bounds. 4:54 left to go on the clock in the first quarter. 6-0 lead here for the Cyclones. So bring it in again. Looking out top with it. And that one's stolen by Whitman. Whitman having a little trouble gathering it in. Goes up with it. Fouled. Can't get it to go, but he'll be up at the free throw line. Matt Whitman will be up at the free throw line. We'll see who committed the personal. It is number 4. That's the first foul on Tanner Stonger. First on the team. And Matt Whitman will step up to the free throw line. Free throw on the way. It is no good, and it'll stay at a 6-0 lead here. Stay here 6-0. Now ready to spot it up again. Second one on the way. It is good. So the Cyclones take a 7-0 lead. And again, they'll apply pressure here as Stonger tries to get it in. Triggers it finally into Walker. Walker dribbling up the sideline. Attack, jumped at, throws it up, and traveled first. So turns it over, 7-0. Cyclones will get it back here. As Russell will bring it in, and it comes to Whitman. Whitman lobbing to Copeland. Copeland thought the three, pulled it down, swings it back to the near side, down to Percy. Gives a look in, trying to lob to Russell. Wasn't there. Finch hold it above his head where nobody can get it. Now just heaves it up the floor. Stolen by Whitman. Tapped out of bounds by Rotifer. It'll stay with West Prairie. As I mentioned, folks, you will probably see more turnovers than at most bakeries. That's the nature of junior high basketball. 4.5 left to go here in the first quarter. As Whitman dribbles down, gives it to Percy. Percy eyes up the left-handed shot, no good. Russell in for the rebound, trying to get it out of there. Knocked on the floor, pile up for it, and a jump ball. Possession arrow, West Prairie. Aiden Percy ready to trigger it inbounds. Into DeCounter. DeCounter, quick shot on the way. Bank shot, no good. Rebound tipped around, and it is Copeland out with it. He'll shoot shot, won't get it to go. Finch the rebound. He'll be attacked immediately, and DeCounter is going to pick up the personal foul with the reach in. Hey. 7-0 lead here for the Cyclones. As again, Stonger looks to bring it in. Throws it, and that one wide of the mark. Try to get to Rotifer, and it turns it over. Ready to trigger it in, bounce into Copeland. He'll put up the three, no good. Rebound tipped by DeCounter. Russell able to gather it in to Whitman. Swing it over to Percy. Percy going to drive in, kick to Russell. Russell shot on the way, no good. He's had a little trouble getting started here, and we've got another reach-in foul on the Cyclones. They're desperately trying to get that one out of there, and we're not able to do so. They bring it in. Bouncing back. Stonger trying to go up the sideline is bumped and fouled. That is 2 on DeCounter. That's number 2 on him. And on the team, that is already their third. But aggressive when you press like that, that is oftentimes what happens. Inbounds They wait, they're going to throw the baseball pass, tipped around, and trying to gather with it. And we've got a timeout call by LaHarpe. We'll step aside as well. Thank some of our very fine sponsors here on the broadcast tonight. McDonough District Hospital Athletic Trainers and the MDH Rehabilitation Center with locations in Bushnell and Macomb provide expert help to Cyclone student athletes in the prevention, care, and rehabilitation of all athletic injuries. Learn more at mdh.org. McDonough District Hospital, more than hospital care, a hospital caring. The Community News Brief. For all your local news, subscribe to the Community News Brief Weekly Edition, mailed directly to your home every Friday. Is an option you can receive Monday and Wednesday editions by email. All this for only $42 per year, $38 per year if you're 65 or older. Single copies can be purchased at select locations in Bushnell, Colchester, and Blandonsville. And it is Colton Schaefer was the one I should have had earlier tonight. As he inbounds. Gonna come, it is Stonger dribbling around out there. Picks up his dribble, waits for Finch to come into the high post, gives it to him as they try to run cuts off of him. And now Stonger gets it back out, working it out there is Walker. Walker will set up the offense, lob in the middle, stolen away by Copeland. And he'll look to push it up the court, coming up the far side of the court. Dribbles down there, Whitman gonna bounce across to DeCounter, shot no good. And the rebound fought for. Finch heaves it up the court. On the run is Rodefer. Rodefer, as Copeland says, thanks for the gumball, Mickey, and heads back the other way. Dribbles up, kicks it to DeCounter. DeCounter to Copeland. To Russell. Russell shoots shot, won't go. Rebound tip, DeCounter with it. Out to Percy, up to Copeland. To Whitman. Whitman over to Copeland. Copeland wide open shot is good. Braden Copeland makes it 9-0 West Prairie. Bryson Cruz will check in at the next dead ball. Inbounds once again. Coming up front to Rodefer. He'll bounce it. And Whitman nearly still. Nice sliding hit touch at it. As Cruz will check in. Bryson Cruz checking in for the Cyclones. As Eli DeCounter comes out. Does have the two personals. And we are going to have a, looks like I would guess a mask timeout here. So thank you for tuning in to us here tonight. And of course, you can chat with us in the chat feature. If you need to ask any questions or that for it, I won't exactly claim to have the answer, but I'll give it a try. Also want to compliment my daughter, her first time keep doing the camera tonight. Doing a pretty good job so far. I haven't had to yell at her much yet, but as my normal camera guy is on his way this evening, and I got the teenage look at me, which I often get. This West Prairie game stream is made possible by McDonough Telephone's fiber internet. McDonough Telephone offers lightning fast and reliable fiber internet, video, phone, and camera systems in the McDonough County area. Call 309-776-3211 to check your availability. Good Hope Gardens, located at 445 East Main Street, Good Hope, just east of the North Elementary School, open April through October, Monday to Friday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., and Saturday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. for all your fresh produce needs. Be sure to follow their Facebook page for daily updates. Grover and Mary Jo DeCounter and family invite you to Good Hope Gardens. Come see where it's grown. They'll be getting things started pretty quickly. Now the much taller Bryson Cruz will be up on the ball with Stonger. Bounce it in the corner to Rodefer. Jumped at by, and now they lob it up the court. I think it was to Finch. Stolen away by Whitman, up to Percy. He'll put it up. Can't quite get it to go. Aiden Percy will step up to the free throw line. As Aiden Percy stepping up there, the lefty will shoot it from the three-point line. 9-0 lead here for West Prairie. 2:24 left to go first quarter. As Percy sets himself at the line, free throw is up and a little hard off the back of the rim, no good. Percy will ready for the second one. Free throw on the way. It is a banker. Bank's always open. Evens things up, makes the Cyclones up 10-0 as they'll continue the pressure. Keegan Walker looking to bring it in. Into Rodefer. Rodefer bobbled. Got it back. Gets picked from Schaefer. They cut him off. Still dribbling up the court. And Whitman says, I got it. Drives it in, puts it up, puts it in, and good. And the Cyclones lead it here by a score of 12-0. Counting down to 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Stonger, dribble on the outside, chased by Cruz, coming all the way up to the far side, and Cruz going to cut the reach-in foul. Jace Brown will check in at our next dead ball. And that is the fourth on the West Prairie team. Cruz will take a seat on the bench. Inbounds comes from underneath the basket. They try to bounce it to Walker. Bounce it past him and out of bounds. Turns it over, brings it back over to West Prairie. Caden Russell will trigger. Brings it in. And as they walk it up the court here. Out to Copeland. He'll shoot shot. May have been tipped a little bit. Finch snaps up the rebound. Gets it out to Stonger. Stonger going to lead the charge up the court. Cut off by Russell. As they continue to slap at it in the lane. Walker lobs it up to Finch. Finch back out to Stonger. Shot on the way. No good. Rebound bouncing out to Rotifer. He'll put it up and on the way. No good. And the rebound, Russell able to snap it up. Back they come. As dribbling in the way, Matt Whitman. He will be fouled on the way through. And it is whistled on Finch, number 45. That is the third time. Third foul on LaHarpe in this first half. Up at the free throw line will be Matt Whitman. Whitman. Free throw on the way. It is good. Cyclones take a 13-0 lead. Ready for the second one. On the way, no good. And the rebound, Braden Copeland able to scoop it in. Pulls it up in the corner, tried to throw it to Russell, and it packed away by Stonger. And now here come the Eagles on the fly. They bring it up onto the near sideline, looking in the lane. Whitman again with the steal as they try to get it into Finch. Whitman in the lane, goes up and is fouled by Walker. Out the foul, and up to the free throw line will step Matt Whitman. 13-0 lead, 1:08 left to go here in the first quarter. As Ruger Olson will check in for West Prairie. Free throw is good. Rolled around and fell in. As Aiden Percy will go out, Caden Russell will go out, Eli to counter back in. So 14-0 West Prairie. As they ready the second one. Free throw on the way. It is good. Bounced them both over the front of the rim. 15-0 lead here for West Prairie. They continue to press here. Walker looking to bring it in. Waiting. Bounced it in. Stolen away by DeKenner. He'll miss it. Finch the rebound. And threw it past Stonger and out of bounds. A little too strong with the pass. And now Copeland will bring it in. Copeland ready to trigger in from the far sideline. Throws it in deep in the backcourt to Matt Whitman. Whitman walks it across. Holds, comes down for Copeland. Copeland back to Whitman. Whitman cross courts near side to Olson. Olson to Whitman. In the corner, Copeland. Good offense here to the counter in the soft post. Matt Whitman on the cut. He'll shoot and score. And the Cyclones make it 17-0. Inbounds, it is Walker running up. Finch will throw it up. Walker trying to chase it down. Stepped on the end line. Turns it back over. So back the other way will come the Cyclones. Tommy Wardell will check in. He'll replace Jace Brown. As Whitman brings it into Copeland, they will walk it up here for the last 25 seconds of this first quarter of play. 17-0, West Prairie in the advantage here, down to Copeland. Back up to Whitman, cross court to Olson. Olson fakes, back to Whitman. Looking in at DeCounter. DeCounter spins back to Whitman. As they give a look, working down with 10 seconds left to Copeland, the 18-footer. Nope. Got his own rebound, though. Got 4 seconds left. Copeland, 3 at the buzzer. Little bit short. And it is 17-0. Cyclones at the end of 1 quarter play will take this timeout. This is TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH.
MDH has committed to having a top-notch OB-GYN unit.
The new facility, the Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center, this is a quality facility that the patients need to match the quality of care.
And then we also have a new clinic, which is state-of-the-art.
And here at McDonough, we have a team. And everybody feels like they're a part of the successes that we have.
We have a strong team in our office and in labor and delivery. You will get the best care at McDonough District.
Dry needling is where you insert a filiform needle into a muscle, a tendon, a ligament, sometimes a bone, and it promotes blood flow and circulation so that it heals that particular painful area.
Yes, I do, John.
Thank you.
We'll have to kind of share it there. Oh, you'll need the Cyclones too.
Yes.
I keep book. That's what's funny. I keep book for him, so I'm okay. I keep books, so I'm used to doing that. So I know all these guys.
Yeah, no, this is actually the first time that I'm watching this team play, which sounds bad, but you know, you and I are used to doing the girls' game, so.
That's right. Stronger will bring it in. He's joined by Walker, Rotifer, Finch, and Colton Schaefer. Apologies to him. I had a wrong number for him on the roster there. Need to make sure it was the right one. We were doing introductions. They lob up. Finch holding at the high post, guarded by Caden Russell. Stronger shot in the air, no good. Rebound, got his own rebound, and Caden Russell says, I gotcha. Matt Whitman up the lane, put it up and in and good. And we'll make it 19-0. They bring it in and pass tipped, and Ruger Olson will scoop it up and score. Whitman, nice job scooping it up and putting it in. It's 21-0. 5-second call. LaHarpe not able to get it in. Bryson Cruz will check in, and we'll get our lineup check here in just a moment. Matt Whitman will check out, so it's Bryson Cruz, Caden Russell, Ruger Olson, and Eli DeCounter along with Braden Copeland. Copeland to trigger, into Russell. Russell down to Copeland. Copeland back to Russell, working it around here. To DeCounter, back to Copeland. Copeland dribbles up top. We'll kick it over to Olson. Olson giving a look at Cruz. And they work it around here. Zone put on by LaHarpe. 2-3 zone here. And Olson now waits, comes to DeCounter in the corner, back to Olson. He'll spot up, 17-footer, no good. Rebound DeCounter right there with it. And Finch says, get that out of here. I don't know if he ever left his feet, John.
No, I don't think he did, but he definitely didn't have to on that one.
Copeland to trigger it in underneath the basket. Looking in for somebody into Russell. Russell thought the three and traveled with it. He shuffled his feet as he went to set himself. 21-0 lead here for the Cyclones of West Prairie. 4:49 mark of the second quarter. West Prairie putting on pressure. Bryson Cruz with the inbounds, but stumbled with it. Did a nice job, though, getting in front. And I tell you what, this pressure of West Prairie, John, has really bothered LaHarpe. And they're going to bother a lot of teams. They're pretty deep, pretty athletic. And, man, they are locking it on tight.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like every time LaHarpe tries to go to inbound the ball, one of the West Prairie players is getting a hand on it, tipping it out of bounds, doing something. We see LaHarpe being able to break the press here.
And Walker going to shoot. Jumped into by Russell. And that is Russell's second, 5th on the team. It'll be Keegan Walker up at the free throw line. As they set it there. Walker, first free throw, no good. Trying to get LaHarpe on the board. The Bulldogs of LaHarpe-Dallas City. Actually, it's the Eagles. Second one on the way. It is no good. Bounces around, and out of there with it comes Copeland. Dribble and escaping Walker coming up the sideline. Spins. In the lane comes to DeCounter. Back out to Copeland. Fakes. Bounces down to Olson. Olson whipping it up. to Copeland. Copeland looking for somebody, coming to DeCounter. DeCounter holds. Back to Copeland. In the corner to Russell. Russell near side, couple of bounces, gives to DeCounter. Out to Russell. Russell spots the three. No good. The rebound tip. Olsen tipped it. Now a jump ball. Possessioner will keep it with West Prairie.
Nice hustle there from Olsen. It looks like he's about the shortest player on the court for West Prairie, but he was able to pull that offensive rebound right down.
Very quick, lots of hustle, determination into Copeland. He'll take a couple of dribbles. The baseline, shoots shot, bounces in and good. 23-0 lead here for West Prairie. Inbounds comes to Stonger. Dribbles on the sideline, throws it up there, stolen by Olsen. Dribbles it the other way. Olsen slows it up. Out to Copeland. Holds. Out to Russell, down to DeCounter. DeCounter out to Copeland. Over to Olsen. In the lane, DeCounter. He'll, that was an interesting shot. They get it to Cruz. Cruz tried to rebound it again. Tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with West Prairie. Braden Gray will check in. He'll replace Ruger Olsen for West Prairie. 3:17 left to go in the first half. 23-0 lead for West Prairie. Russell lobbed it in, and that one tipped out of bounds by Walker. And it'll be West Prairie basketball. Russell brings it in. Box offensive set here for the Cyclones. Into DeCounter. DeCounter took a dribble. Now needs help. Over for Copeland. Copeland slides through. Nice Euro step.
Nice move there. Able to get around the big guy down low from Braden Copeland.
Inbounds to Stonger. Stonger works it up here. Now comes near side. They work it to Walker. Walker jumped at by Cruz. Shoots shot on the baseline. No good. DeCounter down with the rebound. Off to Copeland. And Copeland up ahead of the pack. Throws it to Cruz. Cruz puts it up. Can't get it to go. Copeland the rebound. He'll fake, go up with it, and pick up a foul on the way through. Matt Whitman will check back in. 25-0 lead here for the West Prairie Cyclones. Do we have an earthquake there, John?
Yeah, just trying to get the camera just a little level. Because when I do the zooming in and out, I put a lot of pressure and it tilts it, so I try to adjust for that.
Gotta love working with a perfectionist,
Oh, yes.
folks. Will Phelps will make his first entrance into the ball game, placing Eli DeCounter. Matt Whitman will replace Copeland in just a moment. And in case you're wondering, Will is number 2 of the fabulous Phelps kids. That's Phabulous. As Cruz gets a rebound, puts it up, can't get the second one to go. Finch going to tap it out of bounds, and we'll stay here. And we've got a substitution. And they will have the mass timeout. It is 25-0, West Prairie in the lead. Let's take this timeout on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are going to watch out for us and that care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's
like a huge weight lifted.
And we are back here, 25-0 to lead here for the West Prairie Cyclones in this one. 2:36 left to go in this first half of play. Cyclones trying to get into the regional championship game. The next game will feature North Fulton. And will also be the, and he just drew a blank, in the West Central Heat. That'll be coming up next here. And what we'll do, folks, if you haven't ever been on our broadcasts here, what we do is we'll stop this stream and we'll go over to another stream. So they're kind of separate. And we do want to thank all of you for watching our broadcast. Please let us know where you're watching from, whether it's LaHarpe, Dallas City, Fountain Green, Webster, although Disco, also some of those towns, Or if you're a West Prairie fan, just let us know somewhere or the other. Russell going to trigger it in on a box offensive set into Gray. Gray spots up 17-footer, won't go. Rebound tipped, and Gray gets it out of there. Puts it up again, won't go, and that's going to go out of bounds. It's tipped by LaHarpe. Russell, ready to trigger it in. Tried to get it into Whitman. That one stolen away and off of Finch's hands and out of bounds. And just John, LaHarpe's having a run of bad luck, too. They just tip it out of bounds, making good defensive plays. Just can't seem to get it inbound. Whitman with it. He'll set it up. Work it over to Russell. Russell will give a look. And dribble over, give it to Gray on the near side. Gray holds for Whitman. To Russell. Russell up. Shot is good. Yes! And it counts.
Nice move down low from Caden Russell after a nice crisp pass from Matt Whitman. Threw that one right through the hands of the defenders, and he's able to get the and one here.
And I believe that is Finch's second. That's actually Finch's third. 6 on the team. Caden Russell at the free throw line trying to finish the three-point play. Up and on the way. It is no good. The rebound tipped out by Phelps. Out to Russell. Down low for Cruz as it goes through his hands. And it'll go out of bounds. It'll be over to LaHarpe. 27-0 West Prairie. Max French will come in as Caden Russell will go out. And coming up with it. They'll bring it up in the hands of Rotifer. Rotifer lobs it for Finch. Gets it back. Shot on the way, no good. Rebound fought for. And nice job by Rotifer to get it out of there to Stonger. Stonger dribbles down the near side. Puts up shot a little off the side. Rebound on the floor. Phelps has it. And Will Phelps showing a little bit of the old man there. Holding on to that one. Hey, wasn't anybody big enough on the court that I wouldn't go after. Stonger brings it in and is stolen by Whitman. Whitman works it up the floor, drives in the lane. Shot is up, no good. Ooh. And Schaefer rammed into the wall there. Hope he's okay.
That's what we got the pads for.
That's right. From someone who's run into them, though, they don't do that much.
Yes, but it's better than the concrete wall or whatever.
Right. Had a friend of mine once I saw run full on into a wall like that. Didn't leave it in either. Whitman puts the first one up, makes it 28-0 West Prairie. We'll ready the second one. Second one's good. Matt Whitman makes it 29-0 here as Walker will bring it into Rotifer. Rotifer with the dribble drive. Holds as the dribble in. Shot on the way, no good. And Stonger throws it off Braden Gray and keeps it out of bounds. Tommy Wardell will check in here in just a second. Replaces Bryson Cruz. And here's the thing about Bryson Cruz, first year playing basketball, doing pretty good. Very tall, doing a good job helping. Lob inbounds to Finch. His shot no good. Rebound tipped around. Puts it up. He'll be fouled. As Finch will go up to the free throw line. That is Connor Finch. Foul on Tommy Wardell. That'll be his first. And Harp trying to get themselves on the scoreboard. First one on the way, no good. A little hard off the right side of the iron. Ready's the second one. It is no good as well. Rebound tipped and Whitman down with it. Whitman will race it out of there. And now they'll set the offense with a minute left to go. Gray from the L. Shot is good. Braden Gray knocks it home, makes it 31-0 West Prairie. Dribbling on the way with it is Rotifer. Rotifer will slow it up, work. Let's get it out to Walker. Walker guarded by Phelps. And now over to Stonger. Stonger guarded by Gray, and Gray is going to give the reach in. That will be the 7th on the team. And so we'll see who they put up at the free throw line. Aiden Percy will come in. Matt Whitman will go out for West Prairie. Good half for Matt Whitman here. And up at the free throw line will be Stonger. First one, air ball. Try it again. Inbounds to Percy. Percy dribbles it up. Coming across half court now, looking to go. Percy drives right down, turns, stop, and dribbled with it. Double dribble, turns it over to LaHarpe-Dallas City. And 33 seconds left to go here in this first half. Dribbling with it now is Rotifer. Rotifer comes across the timing, looking to work it. Dribbling on Percy, stop there. Gets it to Finch. Finch wants to get it to somebody. He's holding. Back it comes to Rotifer. Shot on the way. Doesn't go. Rebound. Gray down with it. And Gray will dribble it up here. 13 seconds left to go in the half. Gray, I think he was trying to throw it to Phelps and threw it to the other side as Will Phelps had cut in. 7.4 seconds left to go. Inbounds coming for Rotifer. Rotifer dribble in 5 seconds with 4. Percy giving him chase. Pulls up, throws one at the buzzer, no good. And at the end of the first half of play, it is 31-0. The lead in favor of West Prairie. Will take this timeout. This is TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH.
I became a nurse practitioner because I wanted to do more, I wanted to learn more, actually have more hands-on individually with patients. The rewarding part for me is that I get to come to work and learn something new every single day.
I know what I need to do. Welcome back here on TSSR Game Time Live. Glad to be alongside you here. As we continue on, thanks some of our fine sponsors, including Country Financial agent Brett Powell, who says your farm is your legacy as the leading farm insurer. Country Financial is here to help protect it. Call Brett Powell, your local country rep, at 309-652-3889 for a free quote today. Yetter Farm Equipment, with facilities in Colchester and Macomb, Illinois, is an agricultural equipment manufacturer that's been in business since 1930 and is currently hiring. Start a new career with excellent benefits and starting hourly wages of $18 to $24 per hour. For more information, call 309-776-4111 or visit them online at www.yetterco.com/careers. 31-0 the lead here for the Cyclones of West Prairie, as they pretty much, John, that press, they jumped on it early, and it has really bothered the LaHarpe-Dallas City Eagles. It'll be Cyclone ball to start second half. And really now what you're working on is, if you're the Cyclones, you're really working on running your offense well, doing some nice things like that.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. You know, they had that press going really well in the first half. Eventually towards the end, after, you know, the score started getting, the lead started getting a little bigger, Sam kind of pulled it off. But, yeah, I mean, in this half, you're going to see Cyclones probably start working through their half-court sets a little bit, stop running out in transition, just really getting prepared to looking forward to the next game, I'd say.
And that will come up on Thursday at 5:30 if the lead should hold. Rutherford falling down with it, and now Copeland will slow it across half court. He'll be matched up with Walker. Dribbles down, comes to Matt Whitman. Whitman in the lane for Russell, and he has it blocked by Finch. It is Connor Finch. Also out there is Tanner Stonger, Briar Rutherford, Keegan Walker, and Colton Schaefer. Inbounds to counter. He'll shoot shot, no good. Rebound tipped and pulled down by Copeland, who puts it up and in and makes it 35-0 West Prairie. As Rutherford will come back the other way. They dribble it up here. Slow, hands it off to Walker, over to Stonger. Stonger loses it. Copeland going to pick it up. Looks for, makes a nice Euro step again, missed it. Rebound tipped. And Whitman, well, they'll work it up top, work some clock here. 35-0 here, West Prairie. Copeland gets it to Whitman. Run the high 1-4 set. Whitman driving in, puts it up and puts it in. Makes it 37. Ruger Olson will check in just a moment. 4:20 left to go here in the third quarter. That's Rutherford dribbles. Hands it off here to Stonger. Stonger will pull up just inside the three-point line, bank it in, a long two, and the Eagles are on the board. Whitman dribbling the other way, slows it, waits. Tried to throw it to Copeland. Copeland dribbles it out of there. Hands it over to Percy. Percy drives in and has that one swatted out of bounds.
Tried to flip it up over the big guy, but he was able to come from that outside just a little quicker than Percy was expecting, but I think they actually called a foul.
Nope,
no.
Did not. Nope. Anna Consolis will come in. 37-2 lead for West Prairie. Russell brings it in on the box offensive set. Into the counter. To counter right back to Russell. Nice pass. Caden Russell up and in and good. It is 39-2. Working across half court now is Walker. Walker gives to Stonger. Stonger dribbling, holding it out here. They're going to come down to Finch. Now gets it to him. Finch turning with it. Got to do something with it. Gets it out Stonger. He'll put it up again. That one is short. And the counter. Out of there with it. And Copeland just walks right in, puts it up, puts it in, and good. And it's now 41-2. Coming back the other way is Walker. Walker working around here. They're going to have Finch set a pick out top. Comes over to Stonger. Stonger backing out. 2:50 left to go here, third quarter. They're just kind of dribbling out top. To Schaefer. He'll shoot shot. Goes over. Rebound pulled down by Walker in the corner. Out for Solis. Solis out top. Stonger again. Shot off glass, no good. Rebound tipped up, and they flip it up. Walker, DeCounter out of there with it. And they've got a foul. That's going to be whistled on Finch. I believe that's number 4 on him. So Matt Whitman, Bryson Cruz will come in. Braden Copeland, Caden Russell, and Eli DeCounter will go out. We're going to have a mass timeout here. It is 43-2. The lead for West Prairie will step aside as well. This is TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. JoJo's Gaming Parlor offers the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game nights, check out the TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH Events, live on the big screens. Come join your friends at JoJo's, located at 776 North Cole Street, Bushnell, and cheer our area teams on to victory. Well, John, I mean, a lot of things, barring a catastrophic collapse, West Prairie will move into the regional championship. That'll be 5:30 on Thursday. And now you're trying to get some of your bench guys into the game. You're starting to try to get them tuned up. And, you know, get them going, get them a little positive action here in the ball game. And for LaHarpe, you're just trying to build positives. Mm-hmm. Said I've been in situations like this. I've been on the one side more than I have the other.
We've called quite a few games like this, Greg. You and I.
Yeah, and you know, as a player, I've been on the short end of this, mm-hmm. and you're just trying to build some positives.
Just trying to find things that work for you, so you can look to build towards that in the future. And I mean, again, for West Prairie, you're just trying to get some of the players who might not see the court as much, get them a little running. You know, maybe get them working on some skills, and you know, look forward to the Thursday's matchup, I'd say.
And so bringing inbounds, Walker, that one going through the hands of Olson. Stonger will bring it up. Tries to go down to the near side, spins it. And then on the pass, Percy able to tap it out of bounds. Aiden Percy, a nice defensive play. 43-2 lead here for West Prairie. 2 minutes, 9 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Stonger over to Walker, back to Stonger. Will be met by Olson at half court. Olson trying to chase him. They turn the corner now, gets a screen from Walker. Percy switches, then Olson switches back. Dribbles off one of his teammates. Ruger Olson will dribble it in. Go up, layup is good. 45-2 lead West Prairie. A minute 40 left to go here in the third quarter. Braden Gray will check in. As Stonger will dribble down to the baseline. Cut off there by Percy. Shoot shot, no good. Rebound, Schaefer had it for a moment. Whitman pulls it out. Whitman dribbles across half court up to Percy. Percy dribbles, puts it up, off glass and good. Beauty of a shot. Hey, how about that up over the big man, John?
Yeah, he hit him with a nice little step-through move and just threw it up off the glass, kind of just right over top. You know, you're not going to go through him, so you just got to go over him.
Get ready to tick down under a minute here in the third quarter. It is lobbed to Finch. Cruz knocks it away from behind, and Walker picks it up. Stonger over to Solis, to Finch. Finch standing there, waiting, bounces to Stonger. And we've got a foul whistled on number 4 on the hold. That'll be the first on West Prairie in the second half of play. As it'll be our basketball, Braden Gray will check in. Aiden Percy will go out for West Prairie. Jace Brown out there as well for the Cyclones. Stonger with an inbounds. Bounces in the corner. They dribble, and we got a bump foul by Olson.
So Olson will pick up 2 quick ones here, and we'll see if Sam DeCounter decides to take him out of the game.
Will Phelps will check in. He'll replace Bryson Cruz. as Walker looks to bring it in bounds, looking to get it into Finch. Yes, it does. Finch puts it up off glass, can't get it. Cyclone's trying to tip it away, gets it again, puts it up and puts it in. And that's 47-4 here. They bring it up the court. Will Phelps not paying attention. He and his father will discuss that on the way home. And he probably heard me say it because I'm loud enough. As Stonger will dribble it up here. Lob in the lane. Whitman pulls it down. And fouled on the way by Stonger. Whitman will go to the free throw line. 47-4 lead here. Whitman up at the free throw line. And Eli DeCounter will check in here. Whitman ready for the first. Free throw number 1 on the way, and I believe that's 3 or 4 in a row for Matt Whitman.
I think he knocked down a pair towards the end of the second quarter.
Whitman has shot well from the free throw line. Has not a lot of steals and runouts. Second one is no good, and the rebound chased down by Olson. Gives it to Gray. Gray trying to get away from trouble. Out to Olson. Olson hands it to Whitman. Whitman dribbling down, comes to Gray. Gray dribbles in, shoots shot. He's fouled on the way through there. I believe Schaefer will pick up the personal. It'll be LaHarpe's third. And up at the free throw line will be Braden Gray for a couple of free throws. As Gray up to the free throw line. Free throw is a little bit short. Matt Whitman out. Eli DeCounter checks in for West Prairie. Free throw by Gray. Second one, no good as well. Rebound chased. Olson tried to grab it in, but could not. And they'll go back the other way here. As LaHarpe will bring it in. 2.2 seconds left in this fourth quarter of play. Inbounds to Stonger. Stonger throws it. And that one hit the upper stanchion of the backboard, and that'll be the end of the third quarter play with a 48-4 lead for the West Prairie Cyclones right here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. And currently, no, it is not overtime. It is the fourth quarter here. And, John, again, like we said, you know, you get some other guys some playing time here. You also, for LaHarpe, you just try to build positives. I mean, that's what you try to take out of that. You know, it's going to be running clock in the quarter. You just try to build some positives here, run some offense, do some things that look nice because, obviously, your season's most likely going to be over. And you just try to take positives so you can go take those into your 8th grade year.
Yeah, exactly. You know, just kind of working through the plays, seeing what works, seeing what doesn't, and, you know, come back next year even stronger than this year.
And for the Cyclones on the floor, they will have Will Phelps, Braden Gray, Eli DeCounter, Max French, and Tommy Wardell. And it'll Walker, Stonger, also Solis, Schaefer, and Finch. Walker cut off by Phelps, shoot shot in the lane, no good, and the rebound goes out of bounds off of West Prairie. It'll stay over here with the Eagles. Stonger out to Schaefer. Schaefer thought about pulling the string on that. Gives it to Stonger. Stonger out to Schaefer. Schaefer shooting over French. French gets the rebound, puts it up, and puts it in. Finch with a basket there, makes it 48-6. DeCounter with it. Dribbles it up the corner, comes to Phelps. Phelps and traveled with it. Phelps traveled with it there, shook that pivot foot. Inbounds to Stonger. Stonger dribbles it out here, waits as DeCounter meets him at the three-point line. Dribbles down, wanted to put up the shot. Now looks. And DeCounter with the steal off to Braden Gray. Phelps up ahead of him. Gray dribbling in the lane. Shoots shot. Won't get it to go. Rebound Stonger out with it. And the Cyclone back the other way. Stonger dribbling it up here. And that looks more like Dad.
It was like a soccer slide or something, trying to take him out.
That looks more like Dad, I will say. Breakaway layup, 48-6, the lead here. 4:13 left to go in the fourth quarter. Inbounds into Solis, and Gray going to commit the personal there. Solis will step up the free throw line. 4:03 left to go here in the ball game. And Solis stepping up there. As he'll step in. Free throw on the way, a little bit high, but we'll try it again.
Tommy, you got box out here. You got box out, Tommy.
Ready's the second one, going to put it up and on the way. And the free throw is no good. Rebound DeCounter down. DeCounter looking up the court to Phelps. Phelps tried to slide back, lost the handle on it. And DeCounter will work it back out top as Phelps was trying to fiddle with his glasses. There we go. Now we're all together. Inbounds, DeCounter will bring it in. Box offensive set for the Cyclones. French trying to set a screen. French spots it. Nice shot on the way. A little short rebound. Finch down with it. And he'll pivot around, give it to Stonger. Stonger with 2:40 left, pushes it up the court. Looking to drive lane, bounces down for Walker. Shot is no good. French the rebound. Off to DeCounter. DeCounter has it taken away by Walker. Back comes Stonger. Stonger driven in the lane. Gray with a nice shot. French gets it, flings it over. DeCounter able to get it back. Up to Gray. Gray will take off up the court, leading the fast break for West Prairie. Gray driving in. Goes to put it up, and Finch able to take it right away from him. The old great man once said, you can't teach tall. Evident right there. Stonger will be fouled by DeCounter. Jace Brown will check in. He'll replace Eli DeCounter for West Prairie. And also Schaefer will go out as Rotifer will come back in. Inbounds to Finch. Finch holds. Bounces back for Stonger. He'll put up the layup and good. Nice looking play there off the inbounds, John.
Yeah, I was able to hit the big guy up top in the high post. He turned around, threw a pretty nice bounce pass backdoor. And we're going to see LaHarpe come up with the steal as they start to press up a little bit. And the fast break layup's no good.
And a foul on Rotifer as we count down here with 1:20 left to go. Up at the free throw line will be Rotifer. Rotifer settling himself in there. Ready's the first one. Up and on the way, and good. Nice looking free throw shot there. Makes it 48-9. Ready's the second one. On the way, makes them both. Nice looking free throw shots there, John.
Yeah, a couple nice strokes from the line.
Inbounds to Brown. Brown travels with it, kind of slid his feet all over the place. And now they'll turn it back the other way. 28 seconds left to go in the ball game. Inbounds will come Stonger to Rotifer. Rotifer looking to head it up the court. Dribbled a couple times. Looks to kick it out to Walker. Walker, they lob it over to Solis. He'll throw it up, and the rebound. Finch down with it. And Wardell Not only did he get the indignity of getting the foul, he also got bopped on the head with the basketball. And they're going to put Finch up at the free throw line. First one is no good. Ready the second one. Second one on the way and missed it. The rebound chased in the corner. Solis down with it and nuts the ball game. 48-10, the win for the Cyclones. They'll punch their ticket into the championship game coming up on Thursday night as they knock off the LaHarpe Eagles here. LaHarpe finishing off their season. And we'll mark that there on the score sheet. And I'll tell you what we're going to do, folks. We're going to end this stream here. We'll step aside. We'll be back with North Fulton and West Central. That'll be coming up in just a little bit. Thank you for tuning us in. Thanks for turning us on. This is TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.